Hope that you are doing well. I wanted to tell you that I am so close to finishing volume 2, and also tell you that I kind of remembered that in 2021 I subscribed to Studio Calico and I used some of the kits in volume 2, and I did a ton of process videos on those, and then I finally got the photos for the rest of 2021 and remembered, like I said, that I have Studio Calico kits that I should use up. So in this video, I'll do 2 weeks in September of 2021 using Studio Calico products and maybe some stamps. So just to kind of remind you what I started to do when I got the kits from Studio Calico, I would use their journaling cards and their products. So it was Ali Edwards, Studio Calico, and just a mix. Here's another one that I did. This one was a fun one where I just focused on the pink and the blue. Another one was just our vacation, and I used Studio Calico embellishments and stickers, and then Everyday Explorers stamps. And then the next one I can't show you because that was in my class about pocket pages, but I have just finished up the end page and 1 week in June for this volume, and then I can move on to complete volume 3. So I will have 3 volumes for 2021, and I'm excited to dive into making these September weekly pages, and I hope that you enjoy. I will switch over to voiceover now. When I went to look at my photos, I noticed that there was a lot of blues and greens that I could pull from, so I focused on that when I was choosing my journaling cards. I also chose a really big title card that says Collect Beautiful Moments. Normally I don't do title cards, I just try to do a lot of stories on a 4x6, but this time I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a 4x6 title card, and I just kept my journaling very brief using the weekly card down in the bottom left corner and also a blue tag. And what I did is I just measured, using my ruler, measured the spot that I had to journal, and then I was able to create that shape on Photoshop Elements and then type in that shape, and I had the perfect size for the boxes that I was going to use. I also loved the perforated strips and all the different phrases. I should say that I kind of have a love-hate with perforated. I'd love to know how you feel in the comments, but for me, perforated, it's like, I kind of like the perforated edges, but sometimes I'm just like, I don't like it, it's too messy. So then I wind up cutting them and they just look like regular word strips. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. Is I got a little frustrated with some of them, so I decided to cut off the perforation portion. On the Collect Beautiful Moments, I'm going to add the one that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and also a green pencil die cut. To the photo of my daughter with her swing, because my husband installed a swing set, I put Play All Day. That was perfect. And on the family relaxing photo, I put Enjoy Where You Are Right Now. So it was really fun to just focus on the September Studio Calico kit and pull out specific colors. It makes it so much easier and less intimidating when you're trying to do a project live spread, is focusing on just a few colors instead of all the colors. So for me, that has always been easier when I'm putting together these spreads. So I wanted to break up this sparkly teal card, so I grabbed one of the tags that I could just write a little something, and I wound up just writing a wonderful full week in the middle of September with busy schedules and temps finally heading towards fall. I added a chipboard and a little phrase sticker that says "Let's do this," and another pencil die cut that was blue. In a little bit, I'll add some stamping. For the This Week card, I had a lot of fun coming up with really short sentences to summarize the day. Normally I can go on and on with my stories, but it was fun to just make it simple and to the point. Like Tuesday, library day. And Thursday, my son used a state puzzle to study. Saturday was a day of soccer, and it was rough. Sunday, we found the new Pokemon Oreos, and that photo is on the far right with my daughter. She was so excited to have those Pokemon Oreos and take them to school and share them with her best friend. So excited. And again, just measuring the box worked perfectly for me, and I was able to, I think, type at 9-point font. Now, I also like to include in my project life photos of myself. That way, when the kids look back someday, they can see like what mom was doing and different stories of mom. So I talked about how I was kind of sitting at a stoplight in a neighborhood, and I just grabbed this photo for Thursday 3, the weekly selfie documenting project, and I talked about how it's the busy season of life where I drop off brother at soccer, and then I go back to see sister play because sister had been dropped off first, hung out with her coach. So it's a lot of back and forth, and it's, busy soccer season. Down in the bottom photo, I found an awesome word phrase that says, "I declare after all, there is no enjoyment like reading." So that was really perfect for the photo of my daughter reading. I think the quote was a little bit longer on the strips, but I just used the portion I wanted. To the details, the little blue details tag, I wanted to put a little word, so I found one in my Studio Calico stamps that says "this," and it fit perfectly. Also remember to add in the week, which was 38, and I stamped a few little stars. I do have an insert for this, a 6x8 horizontal insert with some really great stories, like more special stories, especially this first one. We finished up dinner early, and I don't remember which of my kids suggested it, but they wanted to watch and listen to a reading of the book No, David, and that book has such a special place in our family. It helped me teach the kids a lot about different choices, and even to this day, when we say don't carry too much stuff, we'll be like, "Oh, remember David? Don't carry too much stuff like David." So I had to talk about this story and how special it was to watch this reading of this book and how we were laughing hysterically and just having the best time. I was able to put a really great phrase above the journaling block that says like, "This is a gold star moment," and I also added in everyday details. So love capturing that special story. Oh, you guys, I cannot tell you how much that David book means to all three of us, and it's a book I've saved for grandkids. I mean, I don't know if that's ridiculous or not, but I've saved it. So the next little part of the insert is my daughter baking this kit, and she wanted to take the lead on it. She wanted to run with it. So I let her take the run, and I just kind of supervised, and then she wanted to try decorating. So I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm going to go do my workout, and you call me if you need me." She didn't need me. So I came back, and she had these all decorated, and you can see by the look on her face, she is just so happy, just beaming with pride, and I was just so proud of her. She decorated all these cupcakes by herself, and I have another photo on the back that I am going to adhere to the front photo, and then I grabbed a label sticker and I'll stamp "yes." That way you can pull it out and see the awesome, amazingly decorated Halloween cupcakes. So proud of her. So stamping that "yes" and the perforated word strip I picked was "Let me tell you the whole story." So like I said, really special little stories that I had to make sure that had their own special place in this weekly spread. Brought it all back together, and now you can see it is done, and I love it. It's beautiful, and I love capturing everyday life. I just love it. And like I said earlier, just picking out a few colors makes it so easy. Okay, you can see I cut out the "dang, you're awesome" or "you're amazing." I cut that out of the middle of the gold yellow journaling card because I wanted to save that portion, but the other piece I'm going to use as a large journaling block. Because this spread lent itself more to the warmer colors of fall with the yellows and the reds. And I have 2 soccer photos from the weekend, so using that weekend card would be perfect. For embellishments, I just pulled out different pieces that would match the reds and the yellows, and I also had some die cut flowers as well, and I decided to add in a neutral word phrase sticker sheet. I believe it's from an August Stories kit. So when I start putting the spread together, I thought I was going to make my own 3x4 filler card, and I had the Dang You're Amazing, and I was going to add some of the die cut florals to it. But then I realized that I actually had another journaling card with some journaling on it, so I'm going to replace that in just a minute. I found a chipboard that was red and said exploring, so I just trimmed off the banner portion and put it on the photo of my husband and I. For the soccer photo of my daughter and her team, I put gold star and a red leaf. And like I said, that big block right there, I love that big block. So I just use that to talk about kind of the 4 big things of the week, which is my daughter having a play date and my daughter's homework and what kind of homework she was doing, talking about our hike, and then also the awesome photo of my son and husband in the hallway. They were like matching in their clothes. And I said in the journaling, I'm probably not supposed to say this, but they were pretty cute together. But I just love that photo. And I also talked about how our son is just getting so incredibly tall. He's 5'9" at this point now this year. So, I mean, he's huge and tall. So this is the currently card that I found where I talked about the various soccer games, and I actually went back to September 2021, watched the videos so I could kind of see what the kids were doing and add that into my journaling. So that was a great little tip that I have, that go back and watch the video so that way I can help you when you're deciding what to write for your journaling. Over on the leaf photo, I put simply the best, added in the weekly number 39, and that is about it. I am also going to add one more leaf to weekend, and then I'll bring it all back together into the album. And that'll be it. I will have 2 spreads done for September, and I hope that you have enjoyed seeing both of these spreads come together in September and how different they both turned out. I'd love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.